Just Cheesy the Podcast, presented by Just Cheesy Productions.
Hi there, I'm your host Fondue.
I'm Cheesy.
In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about a cheese burger.
Ooh.
We're talking cheese tax,
What?
carving contest,
Ooh.
methane.
Okay.
We're even going to talk about a lawsuit
Ooh.
and a border seizure.
Oh no.
We're going to talk about a taco and some nacho cheese.
Yum.
And of course, no episode would be complete without our cheesy joke.
Yeah, sure.
Stay tuned for episode 91, Random Cheese, on Just Cheesy the Podcast. For the cheese balls that have been with us for a while, you know we try to give each of our episodes a theme.
Yeah.
But you've got to wonder to yourself, what do you do with all of those random one-off facts or stories that maybe don't warrant an entire episode?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, you jam them all together in episode 91 and call it Random Cheese.
Oh yeah.
According to Yahoo.com, Burger King is launching a burger,
Okay.
and I'm using air quotes here because
Okay.
it's a sandwich with 20 slices
Oh.
of cheese.
Holy cow.
It says here that Burger King in Thailand just released this new menu item.
Okay.
It has nothing else between the two buns except for 20 slices of American cheese.
Oh no.
And this is not to be confused with a grilled cheese
Right.
because they say here that nothing on this sandwich is
Oh.
grilled.
Okay.
In the picture, it looks like a bunch of American cheese stacked up.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like it's been cooked.
Yeah.
It just looks like American cheese
Yeah.
stacked on two buns
Yeah.
that have been wilting
Yeah.
in the warmer.
Ew.
Burger King claims it's not a joke. It's for real.
Yeah.
And apparently, Thailand doesn't usually go viral for strange or weird menu items.
Okay.
Burger King on the 18th said they introduced a real meat burger, which was composed of only 3 beef patties.
Oh boy.
But that customers could add as many as they like.
Sure.
TikTok apparently had a trend back in March with a viral song called Cheese Tax.
Tax.
We talked a
Cheese
little
tax.
bit about the song in a previous episode.
Yep.
But on TikTok, there's a song called Cheese Tax, and what it does is describes how dog owners eating cheese have to pay the
Cheese
cheese
tax.
tax and give their pups a piece. And this is
Yeah.
according to people.com. So Kraft, of course, came up with a new singles pack, and it respects the cheese tax, so it includes 15 slices for humans
Okay.
and 1 for your furry friends.
Nice.
They say they're not for sale, but they're part of a giveaway on Kraft Singles Instagram. Now, this was back in March, so it's probably not still available.
Right.
Most of you probably know, but summertime is fair time in the Midwest.
Yeah, it is.
The Ohio State Fair has butter sculptures.
Ooh.
And according to WishTV.com, Indiana State Fair has cheese sculptures.
Holy cow.
Nancy Baker of the American Dairy Association in Indiana was sculpting for an entire week,
Whoa.
trying to get her sculpture accomplished. She's making a cow that's jumping out and making a basket with a cheese basketball.
Whoa.
The net and the basketball are 40 pounds of white cheddar.
Holy cow.
And according to WSAW.com, the Wisconsin Valley Fair has an annual cheese carving contest.
Whoa.
The participants of the contest are local area business reps, radio and TV personalities.
Nice.
They have 45 minutes to create a sculpture.
Wow.
And according to one of the judges, they are not given any useful tools.
Oh no.
They're judged on creativity and technique.
Holy cow.
And this year they saw things like a unicorn
Ooh.
and a gnome.
Whoa.
But the landmark building was the winner of this year's contest.
Wow.
And I thought we'd throw a little bit of cow news in here for you.
Yeah.
The methane emissions from cows can contribute to greenhouse gases.
Whoa.
And according to amp.abc.net.au,
That's a mouthful.
there has been a study that says they think they can dramatically slash the methane emissions by cattle.
Whoa.
There's a native red seaweed called
Oh no.
Asparagopsis
Oh geez.
armata.
That's bad.
Yeah, well, at least I tried.
Okay.
It says here that the study was published in the March edition of the International Journal of Animal Feed Science and Technology.
Whoa.
They found that pouring seaweed-infused canola oil over feedlots slash their methane emissions without impacting the quality or quantity of milk produced.
Really?
I wish I could pour that over my food so that I could reduce some methane emissions.
I wish you could.
Red Seaweed is not a sponsor.
Nope.
But if it was, the ad would go right here. Have you ever wanted to listen to the web?
Yeah,
Well, Newsly makes that possible.
they do.
They're an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android.
Super app.
You can listen to trending articles on the web on topics that you choose and get them read to you in a natural human voice.
What kind of topics?
Sports,
Cheese?
tech, business, science.
Cheese?
I'm sure there's even cheese.
Yay!
They even have an entire section for podcasts.
Are we there?
Of course we are.
Ooh.
It's one of my new favorite podcast apps. They even have digital radio.
Holy cow.
Just go to www.newsly.me to download it free.
Whoa.
Or use the link in the description. If you use the promo code CHEESY,
Cheesy.
that'll get you 1 month free premium subscription.
Yay, Newsly.
Now, back to the podcast. Do you remember back in episode 77, Law and Cheese, where we talked about a woman who had a lawsuit over Velveeta shells and cheese cooking time?
Maybe?
For those of you who may not remember, there was a class action lawsuit filed in November on behalf of Amanda Ramirez, who alleged that the box's claims of ready in 3.5 minutes doesn't accurately portray how long it takes to prepare the shells and cheese.
That's right.
And if you recall, she was saying that you still have to put water in it, you have to stir it at the end, you have to unpackage it, and that is not ready in 3.5 minutes.
Oh, boy.
According to NBCMiami.com, U.S. District Judge Beth Bloom on July 27th granted Kraft's motion to dismiss the lawsuit.
Nice.
She said that the plaintiff didn't suffer an injury
Right.
and continued to purchase the product after learning the label was allegedly deceptive.
Oh, no.
It's time for my favorite segment.
This week in cheese.
Well, not exactly this week. Back in July 23rd, according to AMP.CNN.com, customs officials seized wheels of cheese
Whoa.
that were filled with cocaine.
Oh, no.
Apparently, at the Texas border, officials encountered a pickup truck, and it was carrying 4 wheels of cheese.
Holy cow.
Officials x-rayed the cheese, and they found anomalies.
Ooh.
And they further inspected and found out that 17.8 pounds of cocaine was concealed inside the wheels of cheese.
Jeez.
They say here the truck and the contraband was seized, and the 22-year-old driving the truck will face charges
Yeah.
for a failed smuggling attempt.
Whoa.
And a little bit more cheese news for you.
Okay.
According to Insider.com, Taco Bell has just released a new nationwide taco.
Really?
It's the grilled cheese dipping taco.
Yum.
And according to Taco Bell's website, the grilled cheese dipping taco is filled with creamy jalapeno sauce and showcases a melty 3-cheese blend of cheddar,
Ooh.
mozzarella, and pepper jack.
Yummy.
The cheese is housed in a white corn shell that is fresh fried daily.
Ooh.
And you get 2 dips,
Ooh.
warm nacho cheese sauce
Really?
and Taco Bell's zesty red sauce.
Wow.
And speaking of nacho cheese, according to foodandwine.com in an article on August 3rd, a truckload of nacho cheese spilled.
Aww.
Now, we've heard of a lot of cheese spills in our time and a lot of trucks that have overturned, but
Yeah.
this one, the picture
Yeah.
says it all.
It does.
According to USA Today, it says the crash occurred after 2 trucks merged into each other.
Oh, no.
It took about 3 to 4 hours to clear.
Wow.
And there were at least 100 cans of cheese opened. And we're
Aw.
not talking little cans from your pantry. We're talking the industrial,
Huh.
big, giant 1-pound cans.
Ugh.
The picture here is amazing.
Yeah.
It looks to be about 1/8 of a mile of cans strewn all about the freeway
Yeah, it is.
with nacho cheese everywhere.
Chaos.
It says here that they had to clear the cans and cheese with a backhoe.
Yeah.
And one user on social media said, "It's nacho average rush hour."
On that note, I'm ready for a joke fondue.
Okay. What did the clerk say when the patron asked to buy a bagel with cream cheese?
What did they say?
We only take cash or charge.
Oh no.
Get it? He tried to pay
Yeah,
with cream
I
cheese.
get it. It was so random.
Oh, it was definitely random and a little bit cheesy. Don't forget to check out our updated website. It's got an interactive section called Cheese or Cheesy. You press the button
Yeah.
and it recommends a cheese or it gives you a cheesy joke.
Stay cheesy, everybody.